I'm independent. You know it. You love it. You can't live without it. Rockland World Radio.
Hello, everyone. You've reached Rockland World Radio, NMS Youthology Hour. Today we have Cora Harrell on, discussing her book, her bestseller, Shift. Paula Munson, Lena Shockley. Okay, I hope everything is well out there. Yes. So Cora, tell us a little bit about your business. Tell us a little bit about your book.
Okay, well, this is... the name of the book is called Shift, and this shift was written by 20 women. It's a book collaboration, and Nikki Woods, she put the whole collaboration together for everyone. And it has different topics and different categories, and all the women are from all around the world. We talk about mental shifts, professional shifts, and it just talks about mindset shifts and all those different types of things. And this book inspires and it lifts up women. It tells about how they've been in situations where it has been so traumatized that they just had to press their way through and persevere. And with the persevering, they were already successful. But they became even more successful, and they've done and gone on and encouraged many people all around the world. One of the women that's in the book, her name is Carlise Burke. She is actually an actress on CBS.
Nice.
And we have, so many talented women. We have Dana Mobley Hammett. Mm-hmm. Now, she also has her own radio show as well. And just recently I have seen that Dee Marshall is, I believe she's into fashion. I just saw a magazine, and she's on the front cover. So all of the women are doing very well, and we have Kate Cardwell. Or Kay, we call her Kay for short. Kay has gone now into human trafficking, and she's traveling all over the world, and she's going now into dangerous places, and she's serving, because that's what it's all about. We're women that serve with a purpose, and we just mentor, and there's a special group for all the women. It just happens to be all women. That's the way it turned out. And we encourage each other, and lift each other up. And the last time that I was here, I think I told you that they were doing a Shift Part 2.
Nice.
Shift Part 2 is going to be released very, very soon. I've been following the women. I'm still in the group. And that's going to be coming out soon. It is finished. So I want to say congratulations to my sisters.
Hey.
And that, too, was also facilitated by the fabulous Nikki Woods.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. So as far as me doing a book on my own, I'm still writing.
Okay.
And... we'll look forward to it soon.
Nice.
Soon coming.
Nice.
Soon coming.
Very nice.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
That is phenomenal. What do you have to say about this book? Any questions for Cora?
It must cost a fortune to have that thing published.
Well, I'll tell you, the quickest way and the most cost-effective way to get your book done and be a #1 bestseller is to do the book collaboration. Mm-hmm. That's the quickest and most cost-effective way to do it. Otherwise, yes, you're going to pay at least starting at $10,000 to produce your own book. And let me tell you, it's a tremendous amount of work.
Wow.
Because you have to think about the book cover, okay? Mm-hmm. You have to break it down. You have to think about the editorial. You have to have somebody to read it, somebody who you trust, because you cannot let everybody read it. You know, people take your ideas, they steal them.
Wow.
You don't know who they are, you know.
Yeah.
And then they can go in and produce the book that you wrote, and no one would ever know it.
Wow.
You know. Then you have to think in terms of whether or not, you know, you want to write it yourself. Are you capable of writing it yourself? You know. If you're not capable of writing it yourself, then you need to think about a ghostwriter, you know, and then there's the promotional campaign, a tremendous amount of marketing, and you have to know how to do the marketing.
Right.
Because everything is very strategic. It's very... you have to, there's a deadline. You have to set deadlines for everything. Like when we did this book, I think we completed this book in 6 months.
Okay.
Which was really fabulous.
Fast. That's fast.
Yeah.
But that's because, you know, Nikki had a plan. She had everything planned out, and there was a lot of communication. We had meetings, you know, and there was telesummits. She really worked with us.
Wow.
Because, like, for me, when I first joined, I've written before.
Right, right.
But when you're really, you know, getting down to business and
Right.
putting it all together, you need a great leader to lead you into this. And like I said, a collaboration is the best way to go. But there's all different types of book deals out now. And I've, you know, connected with a lot of different people. And recently, you know, I've been invited to do 2 collaborations. And one collaboration, they told me that the book would be completed in only a month. And all I had to do was just write my chapter.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
And then there was another one, book collaboration, and they told me that one would, my book would come out in a month. And that was also a book collaboration, but you know, they have all different types of things out there, but the main thing about it is you have to make sure that, like, it's a referral, or you actually know the person that you're dealing with.
Okay.
So I would recommend anybody out there, if you want to start writing books, you can get in contact with me. My name is Cora Harrell. You can email me at corabeautyservices46.com, or you can get in contact with Nikki Woods directly at nikkywoodsmedia.com, or you can get in contact with Lena Shockley, and then Lena Shockley can get in contact with me, and we can get you going.
I think that's wonderful. Nice.
Yes.
Come on up here, Jeff. Come sit down next to us, Jeff. That's wonderful. And another question, Nikki Woods. Tell us a little bit about her. How did you get to know Nikki Woods?
Okay, well, I'm on several different social platforms, and LinkedIn is one of them.
Okay.
LinkedIn is the best professional social media platform that you can be on. It's very professional. You know, you build on there and you get into relationships. And that's what happened between myself and Nikki Woods.
Oh, nice.
Yes. She was emailing me, you know, different things, and I would respond, and I would do surveys and things of that nature. And one day she sent me an email and said, "How would you like to write your own book?" And I thought about it, and I was like, all right. And then, and just all of a sudden, I just jumped right in. I felt like it was for me. I just jumped right in, and everything really flowed, well, all the way up until the time of the promotion, because we all worked so very hard. The other women have other platforms and are pretty good on the social media sites as well. And when it was time to flood the internet, we flooded the internet. That's a real thing. But we were so exhausted. But it was fabulous. You know, the whole thing was, you know, great. They had the They went out to Texas for the book signing with all of the authors. It was very, very nice. I didn't go because I was sick, so
Okay.
I was down for like 3 days after the
Wow.
completion of the book, but they were so nice and wonderful.
Wow.
They tagged me into everything.
That's
and,
nice.
you know, they checked in on me and they prayed for me, and
Nice.
you know, it was really nice. It was really nice. We had a great time. It was like a sisterhood. And we still, some of us still keep in contact with each other, you know.
Nice,
so
nice.
it's good, you know, it's good. And I don't know the other sisters for the second part of the book. I've left some inspirational quotes in the group, and they've wished me a happy birthday. My last birthday, which was in December.
Nice.
And I was able to, you know, thank some of the ladies
Very
and,
nice.
and actually meet them. But I'm telling you, it's been very wonderful. I've met a lot of people, mentors and coaches, and a lot of great people. And one of my mentors I've had for, this is going on like 2 years now. And then I have a coach, because you need a coach and a mentor, and you need a trainer if you want to take your life to another level.
That's deep.
Yeah, because you know, you need the coach to help you with your vision, you know, to keep you on point, to help you to see where you're going.
Right.
But to most of the time, the coach, your coach is very close to you, because your coach is the one who really believes in you.
Right.
And really is like, you know, you can really, really do this, you know?
Yes.
And it's so funny because one of my coaches, she knows me, you know? It's like she really knows everything that I'm going through. And it's like whenever I need a word, it's like it's always like the right timing,
Nice.
you know?
Nice.
And then you need your you need your mentor. Your mentor teaches you different things. Let's say you want to do a transition.
Okay.
Perhaps you were in a working area and it wasn't working so well for you. So what the mentor does is the mentor will come in and teach you how to use your gift in a different way in order for you to get paid for it. Like, take me for an example.
Okay.
Would just say the cosmetologist,
Okay.
working cosmetologist. So with a mentor, she would teach me to step out of my business
Okay.
and teach me how to use my skills but get paid for it without being inside of the business. In other words, I would be a consultant.
Nice.
I could be a consultant one-on-one. I could be a consultant for a large corporation. I could be a consultant for an international corporation. So now you see what the different levels are, and now I'm not slaving in a beauty parlor.
That's brilliant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Isn't that brilliant?
So that's a mentor. And then your trainer teaches you all the necessary things that you need. Planning, you know, you need to learn about selling, marketing, social media,
Right.
press, all those different types of things, you know, how to treat your employees, mindset tips and things of that nature. So that's the reason why you need the coach and the mentor and the training. You know, you need all of that. They're all one. And you don't just need it one time, you need it like all the way through, because you're going to be forever growing.
True.
Yep.
True.
You'll be forever growing. You won't stay in the same position because they're going to push you.
Right. Right.
They're going to push you. And, you know, they're great examples. They're great examples. And you want to excel. You want to excel so that you can help somebody else, because the world today, they need so much help.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Very true.
I get emails. I'm getting emails. Just people are asking me to pray for them.
That's deep.
Yeah.
You know that's deep when people ask you to pray
to
for them.
pray for them. So, it's really, it's this is a time for everybody to try to get together and help one another, the best you can. And you want to get paid again for your services, but sometimes you have to give. You have to give. You don't have to worry about the money all the time because the money will come. And it's about unity. Unity.
Absolutely.
Collaboration.
Absolutely.
Giving out the information and feeding the people, that need it. I recently saw something which was devastating to me because my heart goes out to people, that are creative and talented, and they can't go to the next level. And the reason why they can't go to the next level is because of finances. And I read over in the UK that their funds have been shut off in the UK for the population, the youth population.
Oh, wow.
That they're very poor. Oh. And they really relied on that money.
Wow.
So they can go to school. And now they can't go to school because that grant money has been cut off.
Oh. Wow.
So,
It's terrible.
So if someone wanted to buy your book, can they go to the bookstore, Amazon? Or is it being sold?
The book is on Amazon. It's on Amazon. I also have my own link, book launch, my shift. I think that's what it is. I'm so sorry. I haven't gone to the site in a while. I didn't notice. But anyway, it is on. It is on Amazon. You can purchase the book there.
Okay.
Is that eBay as well?
No, it's not on eBay. Not that I know
Amazon's
of.
like the biggest
I
one.
haven't put it on. But when you have a lot of authors, it could be on eBay because we all sell our own individual books.
Sure.
Okay.
So they could be the book you can purchase it. Goodness knows 1,000 different places. Because we sell our own books. We buy our own books and we sell them.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And what is the most striking story in here that you feel inspired you when you looked and you read this book? Besides your own,
Well, I always think about Kay. I think her story touched me the most.
Okay. Are you still in contact with her, or?
Yeah, I just spoke to Kay a couple of days ago.
Okay.
Because all of the Shift Sisters, we have a private group.
Okay.
And Kay, she watches over us and she lets us know about different events and stuff like that. And she just wanted to know if any of us wanted to go to the Essence Festival.
Oh, nice. Okay.
To just hang out. The girls
Yeah.
get together and we just hang out, So, yeah, I do. I speak to Kay, but her story touched me.
Yes.
The most.
The most, right?
Yeah, it did.
Do you feel she will be growing in the next book? She's going to be participating in the next shift?
I don't think Kay participated in that second book.
Okay.
Not that I know of.
Right.
And I didn't ask her about it.
Okay.
But I don't think she did.
Okay.
But I stand to be corrected.
And are there any shout-outs you want to give the people here from the book? Any shout-outs?
Just shout out to my Shift Sisters. You know who you are. I love you, and I hope you're all doing well.
Hi. Well, everyone pick up a copy of The Shift. Contact Cora Harrell on Facebook or Twitter. Okay,
Yes.
support. And definitely, Cora, Cora, that's another friend of mine. Cora and I will be having an event Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing fundraising for polycystic kidney disease to find a cure. We're going to be paying a scientist to find a cure. And we're going to be doing a lot of events to do fundraising. So please come out and support, sponsor the shows. We're going to have fashion show, concert, it's always going to be something different at each one of these shows.
Yes, it certainly is.
Yeah, so
Yes.
definitely, we want your support in one way or the other.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we certainly do. And I want to mention too that I just became the community leader, a Nanuet charity community leader, and you can actually Google Nanuet charity meetup, and I would like to invite you to be a part of the group.
Hi. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And we're going to now discuss a little bit about that great football game that everybody
yeah.
was watching last week, the Denver Broncos. I'm just trying to find out what side are you on there, Jeff? As far who do you want to go to and win the Super Bowl?
All right, well, to start things off, my team, the Giants, didn't make it, but that means you gotta pick an alternate team. So
Yeah.
it was actually 2 games back on Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah, the first one was the Broncos and the Patriots.
Okay.
And for me, I wanted the Broncos to win.
Hey, that's where I'm from. Hey, shout out to the Broncos.
They pushed it.
Yeah.
Won, but they pushed it.
Yeah.
Oh, and speaking of that, Cora and I are going to be having a Super Bowl party as well. So contact us for that information as well.
Gotta hear about that one.
But go ahead. What were you saying about the game there?
So it was a pretty tight game based on the score numbers there that you see there. 20-18. Yeah, that's the first game.
Okay.
Denver has the #1 defense.
Yeah, that's right. Defense wins games regardless of which sports it is.
So Denver has the #1 defense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And who do you think is the best player on the Broncos team?
It's hard to say.
It varies. I mean,
Who do you think back there? Who do you think is the best player?
It's hard to say. They have.
they have a lot.
Does have a good running game,
Okay.
and their quarterback Peyton Manning is pretty good.
Yeah, he sets the tone for everything.
Yeah.
So
Defense helps them out
Yeah.
because they have a lot of good players on defense, which sometimes make big changes in the game with turnovers.
oh yeah, and there were quite a few turnovers in that game.
Right.
Yeah. And so, who do you predict is going to win the Super Bowl?
Yeah, the Broncos probably. That was pretty good right from the score.
In the second game, look at that score. But I don't know. It's going to be a tight game between the Panthers and the Broncos.
Yeah.
2 animals going at it, the Bronco and the Panther. So it's going to be a good game. It's going to be on the 7th of the Super Bowl. So.
Denver's going to win by 7.
Okay,
sounds
got
good.
the prediction.
We'll see.
The bets are on.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
That's nice. That's very
But,
nice.
Yeah, these 2 games, it was fun back on Sunday.
Did you watch it with your mom? Who did you watch the game with?
Basically myself, but at the same time, I was doing some other things. I didn't get the chance to watch both of the games to its entirety, but the key points, yeah, I did. I was able to catch that, but for the Patriots, a hated team, I'm glad that they're not the ones advancing to the Super Bowl.
That's funny.
Because,
That's funny.
Well, I actually
Yeah.
like the Patriots.
Oh, you do?
I have a childhood friend who grew up with my sons, who grew up with Zachary and Quincy. He plays for New England Patriots.
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
And
Okay.
his brother plays for
nice.
the Tennessee Titans.
Very nice.
They're twins.
Okay. Okay.
They actually both played for the NFL.
Nice.
They have a commercial out now too, with their mom.
Okay.
It's a soup commercial, and they're in their mom's kitchen.
Wow. That's awesome.
All right.
So it was filmed in Rockland.
Okay.
Beautiful.
All right.
Okay.
Hey, shout out to
Rockland on the map. Oh, yeah.
And speaking of commercials, tell us about the commercial you're in.
I'm in a commercial now,
She's in a
too?
big commercial.
Yeah, I did. I did a commercial with the Super McDonald's Gospel Fest. And have you seen it lately?
I did see it.
You did see it?
I did see it.
Because we're getting ready now for the Super McDonald's Gospel Choir, which happens every year in May. It's for Mother's Day. And this year, we're doing 2 venues instead of 1. We always do Newark. And this year, they're going to add the Barclay Center. So we're going to do Mother's Day and we're going to do Father's Day this year.
Very nice. Yay. I think it's wonderful.
Yeah. So I'll keep you informed and let you know when the tickets come out.
Nice. Are there affordable tickets for people, or very expensive, or?
They're kind of expensive.
Okay.
But I can usually get them for a little bit less.
Nice. Nice.
But the reason why the tickets are expensive, it's not for us. It's to fund.
Yeah.
It's for education, for children to go to school.
Oh, that's nice.
And last year, about, let me see, I think we raised $1 million.
Wow.
And
Nice.
for education.
Oh,
and
for ticket sales.
Wow. For children to go to school.
Oh, my goodness.
And they graduated.
Good.
Good. So that's where the money goes.
Oh, that's big.
That's where the money goes.
Oh, that's very big.
And that was with just one venue, right?
One venue.
Now you got
Oh,
two, so
hey.
you
Yeah,
got
so
two
this,
venues.
Wow. That's phenomenal.
It's a lot of great stuff going on.
Oh, my gosh.
There's a lot of great stuff
And
going
Cora
on.
can
Yeah.
sing.
We're going to have to check that out one day. I saw you on that TV show. I was like, and you stood out too. I said, oh my God, that's Cora. Look. And they kept showing it. I was like, yes.
Oh, thank you. It was so funny because when we did the commercial last year, it wasn't so strategic. We went in, I think we did it maybe like once or twice. But this year when we did it, I think it took maybe about a half an hour or maybe an hour.
Wow.
Because we went in, we did it, and they shot it and they did whatever they was going to do, and then we went back to the waiting room. Then we came back out and we did again, and they wanted a lot of energy, and everything has to be just right.
Wow.
It just it went all around the world.
Yes.
That commercial went, I think that you call it PST time.
Wow.
It went all around the world, global.
It's on a major station on TV or what?
Yeah.
All around the world.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
I saw
Channel
it on
5.
I saw it on
Channel 5?
CBS. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was watching it and I saw
Channel
you.
5. Mm-hmm.
Wow. And
And we usually do more than just that one commercial.
right.
They usually do one, it's like an interview with
Okay.
Newark as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they always have a few of them. All of us can't make all of the interviews because we all live all over.
Understand.
We live all over, so they get as many of us together as possible
Nice.
to
Do it.
to do it.
And do they travel all around the world and do this fundraising for
They
children?
have them all around the world. If you Google
Wow.
McDonald's Gospel Fest, they have them all around the world.
That's nice.
It's a huge organization. It's funded. They have investors.
Wow.
It's
Nice.
funded. Mm-hmm.
How do
Yes.
people get involved?
How can you get involved? Well, if anybody is interested, you can email me, corabeautyservices46@gmail.com, if you're interested. And the next time when I have a practice, I can give you the information and you can come down with me and you'll be able to sing. And then after that, if you want to be a continuous participant, they will let you know when you can audition, and then you can, be a part of it long term.
So technically, you can't just be part of a choir. You have to really audition. They have to like you in order for you to be.
Well, you have to at least be able to hold a note. At least you gotta be able to hold a note. Just most of the singers sing in choirs from their churches.
Oh, so
they have been singing for a long time. It's not just like it's rare that somebody comes in and they're not singing in church. Maybe they found them on the street, because there are people that come in from off the street that can really, really sing.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the people come from churches and choirs and lead singers, and that's what the whole choir is made up of. And like I said, you got to be able to at least hold your note, because if you can't, you're gonna get singled out.
Now, is that a paid position, or is it all volunteer?
Well, originally when it started, they did get what do you call them? Striplings.
Okay.
Stipends.
Oh, stipends.
Stipends. Yeah. Stipends.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think I don't know exactly when they cut back on it, but they no longer have them right now. But they have other things, and because it's the McDonald's Gospel Choir, we get free food, we get free expensive, all different types of gadgets,
Nice.
Free T-shirts, free exposure.
Yes, absolutely.
And all the Big Macs you can eat.
Right.
As a matter of fact, remember the last time when we went to McDonald's?
Yeah.
That was on McDonald's.
That's what those were.
That's where I got my coupons
To
from.
the drive-thru.
Yes, so we get those.
That's pretty cool.
And it's really great because we don't just do the McDonald's Super Choir show. We do other things.
Right.
We have other engagements. We do funerals.
Oh boy.
We just recently had a funeral in Mount Vernon. I wasn't able to go to that one, but that was a special funeral because it was one of the affiliates of the actual, McDonald's Gospel Fest. Yeah,
That's deep.
yeah. So that was a special one. But it's very fun. We do Harlem Week.
Nice.
It's going to be coming up again soon, so we're going to be in Harlem, and all different types of stuff we do. It's really fun. It's a fun group of people.
Nice.
It's a fun group of people. We have so much fun together. We really do.
I think that's beautiful.
Yeah.
That is really a special time.
It is. It really is. And we always look forward to seeing each other.
Nice.
And I met a new friend because you never know. You never know who you're going to meet when you go to the rehearsals.
Right.
Because you have the original ones from when it started way, way back.
Okay.
They come. And so now you meet the original ones. And I've been in it now for I think maybe 3 years.
Okay.
For about 3 years. So I recently just met one of the older ones who started in the beginning, and she was so nice, and we've been friends, and I've been texting her, and now we're looking to go to lunch together and stuff like that.
Nice.
Really a nice group of people.
I don't know
Yeah.
how she finds the time to do all this stuff.
She's busy.
I know, right? You know what? Sometimes when I sit down and I realize how much that I do, you're right.
I'm serious.
I don't know how I just do it.
That's awesome.
But I've been doing it so long, I don't think about it.
Okay, you just do it.
It's just part of my life.
Yes.
It's just part of my life. And
I believe you're a true New Yorker because, the real New Yorkers are like you. They move.
They keep
Never
going.
sleep.
They keep going. No sleep. They keep going.
Just keep going. It's unbelievable.
It's crazy.
I'm laughing at, Lena, she called me last night. I told her to call me. And it was so funny because, we never sleep. I was sleeping, but I really wasn't sleeping.
Right.
because I was telling her that there was a campaign going on. I was sleeping. It was
While
a
she was dreaming.
I said there was a campaign going on. I said, Lena, you interrupted me, and I couldn't write down the stuff.
Well, Lena don't sleep either. They have conversations until 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, it's so funny. It is so funny, but I'm telling you, the mind is always working.
It is.
It's always working.
It is.
I tell you, I get when I get tired though.
Yeah.
I get tired. I have to take a whole day. I have no choice.
Right.
It just comes down on me, and I'll sleep for a whole day.
Right.
And that's because I've been going and going and going and going
Yeah.
without, I don't think about it. I just go ahead and I just do it.
Yeah, you're still doing radio on top of that, too.
Right. The radio.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it gets a bit much. So that's how come I only do this show, Talk About It, Cora. I only do Talk About It, Cora in the summertime. Because then now when I have the other show.
The days are longer.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and then I have the other show, and I have to travel back and forth, and I was like, oh my God.
And we're all going to be going on that show as well,
And I cut that one down to once a month until further notice, because
Let's take
I
that
also
caller,
have,
too.
Oh, caller!
Rockland World Radio, you're live and direct. Who are we speaking with?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Who are we speaking with?
Hi, this is Julie.
Oh, hi, Julie. How you doing? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Florida, Altamont Springs.
Oh, nice. Okay. How are you
How's
doing
the
today?
weather? I'm doing well. How's the weather in New York?
It's a little bit better now. It was really, really bad on Saturday. We all were trapped, like bears in a cave or something.
Snow. It was a lot of snow.
It's been nice and warm down here.
Nice and warm down there?
I said it's been nice and warm down here.
You're so lucky. You are so lucky. Oh, my gosh. Well, Jules is a wonderful person. She is the one who did the magazine cover for Tom, the coach, who's coming on February 10th. And she also did a magazine cover for Kathy.
It was beautiful. I loved it.
Wasn't that a great spa day we had?
Oh, yeah, we had a spa day with Kathy. That was
Shout out
really
to
nice.
Kathy.
Yes, and you guys are going to love Tom. Tom is a great person.
Oh, Tom,
Yes. He's a phenomenal person. And
He
did
is.
a very large sponsorship for our theater show here in the magazine. And I'm now managing Tom. So, shout outs to Tom. Hey, Tom.
Yes.
All right.
And he's very down to earth and just a very, very, very caring person.
Yes.
For sure.
Absolutely. And I know right now we're also discussing artist branding as well. And you and I are managing, a lot of different artists. And I just wanted to get your point of view on what artists should do in order to make it in this business if they're starting from the ground up. What are the suggestions?
Well, the first thing that I've noticed with a lot of artists, and it's probably one of the most frustrating things, is the fact that you get this old school idea back in, the late 90s where, hip hop, it was all about popping off and, putting that tough exterior out there, where today's industry has changed and nobody no longer wants to deal with that, and that's not anything that will get you out there, and it's not going to bring people around you. That kind of branding has changed. Now people want to work with people who really want the dream. They want professionalism. They want somebody who, is going to show up, do a good job, and that they're a good influence.
That's right.
And so that's the number one thing I tell a lot of these artists. Do not get on there smoking weed, drinking, cursing, carrying on. You look very unprofessional. You look lazy. And so it's very important to, like they say, if you want $1 million business, you treat it like $1 million business. Right. And that's the way the industry is.
I agree with that. Yay!
That's right. And they need to understand that it is a business. A lot of them don't realize that.
It's true.
You know, I think everything is just free.
Yeah.
It's not.
No, it's not. It's not free. You got to put it. You got to invest in yourself.
You gotta spend money.
Right.
You got to do it. Yeah.
And then, of course you get the artists that are stubborn and they think, oh, no, it's, like it is back in the day, I'll, get up there and act like a gangster. And I always say to them, once you do something, you can't undo it. You brand it yourself as that person.
Yes.
And it's a lot harder to come back from something than it is to initially start off maybe not so gangster.
True.
And some of them I've had to let them learn the hard way, but they always come back around saying, you were right.
Right. Well, I like that when an artist has the courage to admit that the manager was right about the behavior
Exactly.
or the dress or the dress code.
Right.
You know. And there's a lot of artists out here who are so arrogant. They don't understand what they have as a blessing to be able to sing or even rap. That's a hard thing to do. So that's a blessing.
That's not natural.
And,
Right.
and people should be humble
That's right.
about the gift instead of being arrogant.
Well,
So-
and Lena, just to get to that point, a lot of these artists need to realize that, again, the industry has changed. Now you have an oversaturated industry where now that these talent shows are out there, you have the internet, you have a lot more websites, so they're not looking for the messy people.
No.
Who wants to deal with messy?
Yeah, and I do agree with that. There's a lot of artists out here. They don't understand the industry. They don't explore the industry. They just think the world revolves around them because they have a talent, and they think that somehow the industry is going to change for them. The industry is going to leave the artists in the dust, and then when they get older, they're going to be angry because it didn't work out for them. Whereas if they would just follow the protocol, it could work out for them.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm glad you brought that up too, Lena. Just like you get the ones with the attitudes and the ones that think that, it's gangsters, you also get the ones that are extremely hungry and they buy anything that anybody tells them.
Yes.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
And I've seen, just recently, people pretend to be something that they're not.
Right.
And it's been believable. I got sucked into it.
Yeah.
And I work in the industry. I should know better. But,
Right.
if you're not checking people out, you're not looking online to see if they're a business, are they licensed, they really need to talk to people that understand what the requirements are of the industry for you to manage people, for you to, brand them. There's a lot of things that are required and licensed. And if these people don't have this, and a good way to always tell, if you go online, you got to look past what they're saying. If they don't have people saying good things about them or artists talking about them, then there's probably, like that old saying, where there's smoke, there's fire.
Absolutely.
Check it out.
I agree with you. I agree 110%. And people should definitely, if they're confused about a person, they just have to even contact the Better Business Bureau. Ask for references. If they are really good to people in this industry, they should be able to hand you 5 good references. And if the people say good things about them, that is somebody you might want to give a chance, Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely. And you can even go on LinkedIn. What I was saying is very professional there.
Yes.
And on LinkedIn, they give referrals, real referrals. You can see it.
Yeah.
That way you can know, because on LinkedIn, they don't play with you.
It's nice.
They don't play with you on LinkedIn. They'll delete your account.
Nice.
You're not who you say you are.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Right. Well, and that's one of the things, too, is people don't understand. Anybody can put anything online about anybody.
True.
There's no filters. There's no internet police. There's nobody to, prosecute these people criminally, because on the internet it's a free-for-all. And so you cannot go by what people put on the internet.
Right. I always tell people, do not listen to hearsay. Check it out. yourself.
Yeah.
It's okay to investigate things, especially if you're going to put money down.
You have to. You have to investigate. You
Yeah.
have to. You never know what you're working with. I put a post out some time ago about everybody is not who they say they are.
Right. Very true.
And it was so funny because after I put that post out, it seemed like a lot of people got exposed.
Shout out to Cora.
No.
Salute.
It's funny, yeah, but really, but seriously though, you realize you got to be careful. Yeah, because everybody is not
Who they say they
who
are.
they say they are.
You know.
Right.
Seriously, yeah.
And
Then you get.
Go ahead. What are you
Go.
saying, Julie? Go ahead.
Then I was going to say, and then you get the people that get angry because of whatever reason, and then they start putting stuff up about people. You know, I know of a girl that somebody posted that it was just some convoluted stuff, and it wind up that the person wind up posting that the other person was a man, and I mean, it's just nonsense. But that's the kind of stuff that you get some crazy people on the internet. I'm surprised they're not putting that they're Big Bird either.
Well, you know, everyone knows I've been experiencing a nut job. I won't name any names. It's a serious nut job that even added me to some groups a couple days ago. Sending me emails, adding me to groups on Facebook. I blocked this person sending me spoof text messages, all kinds of nonsense. And I just want the person just to sit down and go take care of their family and just leave me alone, please, and stop posting all kinds of nonsense about me on the internet. I mean, I'm not doing anything to you, and just go live your life. I mean, this industry is not for you. And you should just go live your life. That's all I have to say to you.
Well, and just like that, you just brought that up. The other thing is that these people need to realize, these artists need to realize, don't put personal stuff up on the internet. Yep. You have stalkers. You have people who are mentally unstable online. There's no mental checks. There's just a lot of people with bad intentions online, and you may have good intentions, but it doesn't mean that they do. And the more personal information you put up on about yourself online gives them more access to you personally. And that's just something to think about.
Very true.
Very, very true. I like that. Social network is social network, and it's for promotional purposes. Anything that's personal, keep it at the house.
Right.
At the house. You don't go on the internet arguing with people and carrying on. That is not the place. It's not professional. Don't do it.
It's just self-inflicted. That's it.
Yeah.
It creates more problems.
Yeah. And I mean, it's unfortunate. It really is unfortunate, And what were you saying, Julie? Go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say the one thing I agree with you should not get on there and argue and fight with them. But if you know somebody is not licensed, that they have no 501Cs, if that's another charitable claim that a lot of them like to use. If you know somebody is a scam on the internet and they are going after targeting these artists because they know these artists are hungry and they'll grab a hold of anything, I think that it is your responsibility, if you know that this person is doing this, to help protect the industry and call them out. And it's just public record. It's not arguing with somebody. It's putting it out there saying that this person does not have a license, because I know of an artist that for 2.5 years got sucked in with somebody that didn't even have a license, was not registered, nothing. They were just somebody who woke up one day and decided that they were going to be a manager, and this person sucked up 2.5 years of their life and went nowhere.
It's very sad. And isn't that the same gentleman you said the person called and had the person removed from a big show they were about to perform on?
Oh, yeah, that was the other thing. If your manager's acting crazy, and a manager should always want to promote you and have you doing shows, because it's all about exposure. The more exposure you get, the better off you are. If you have a manager yelling and screaming at you because it's not up to par for them, you need to get rid of that manager.
True. That's very true. Yeah.
And you're not stuck. A lot of people think that you're stuck in these contracts. The way that the entertainment laws are very, through different states, and a lot of the states do not allow these 2 and 5 year contracts that I'm hearing about.
Yeah.
You might want to check with your entertainment laws, but I'm pretty sure I know the state of Florida and New York do not allow 5-year entertainment contracts.
Right. And, I just think that any artist should not be signing a 5-year entertainment music contract exclusive to somebody that has no proof of performances, no paid shows, no booked concerts, no proof of anything on the internet, no portfolio. If somebody has nothing but their own pictures up and they're telling you to sign a 5-year contract, you need to take it to an entertainment manager. And if you don't have the money to take it to them, do not sign it. There is plenty of fish in the sea. There's plenty of shows. There's plenty of magazines, plenty of promotion. You can also do it on your own if you have to. You can be a freelance artist if you cannot afford to do it the right way. Don't just look at somebody and say, oh, I think I'm going to trust that person. Let me sign my life away for 5 years. You're going to hurt yourself.
Yeah. Well, not only that, if they're a real manager, they know, and you should know as an artist, that every contract is a non-contract if it is not done in front of a Republican. It has to be notarized because of the fact that the signatures have to be witnessed. If your manager is telling you to sign a contract and not having that notarized, that person has not ever worked in the industry because that is not a legit contract. That's not how it works.
Exactly. Legitimate is where they have to notarize it. And if they notarize it, it makes it a legal binding contract that can be talked about and shown in a court of law.
And that's in any state. That's not a state law. Right.
Right. And I appreciate what you put up on the internet to help protect the artists. I don't think that you're bullying anybody. I haven't seen you say anything derogatory about anybody on the internet. I've seen you post up concrete information and facts about this industry to help people so that they don't get ripped off.
Right.
That doesn't make you a bad person. And anyone that says that you're bullying people, they need to go back to school or maybe go to a psychiatric unit themselves and have themselves checked out, I guess.
Well, here's the thing. If you know somebody is scamming people and you say nothing, you're just as guilty as the person doing it.
Exactly.
And that's the way I believe in.
Exactly. Well, we want to thank you so much for calling in, Jules.
All right.
Okay. And
thank you, and you guys have a great night.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
And if artists would like to reach you for assistance or to get some inspiration, how could they contact you?
I'm on Twitter. Okay. And it's at Julianne Bashir, or they can catch me on Facebook, and it's Jules Christina.
Okay. Thank you so much for your call.
Yep.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. And one more time, if anybody wants to contact Cora Harrell, purchase this book. This is a great inspiration. Anybody can check this out and become inspired. Thank you. Have a good night, everyone.
Thank you so much. Good night.
I'm independent. You know it. You love it. You can't live without it. Rockland World Radio.